The Federal Reserve has already established significant connections to Ripple, and they have recently reaffirmed what is expected to take place in the near future. We need to go over all of this, but before we do that, we actually need to begin with stablecoins, since everything is predicated around stablecoins. In the event that you have not been paying attention, stablecoins have practically taken the position of CBDCs. All right. Additionally, I'm going to be very forthright with you guys regarding CBDCs and stable currencies. To a large extent, they are the same thing. The only difference is that they are issued by a different issuer. While CBDCs are distributed by the central bank, stablecoins are often distributed by a private enterprise. CBDCs are a form of cryptocurrency. On the other hand, keep in mind that both of them are programmable and that they both possess the same qualities. However, despite of this, stablecoins are the cornerstone of everything that is occurring in the realm of tokenization, decentralized finance, and even cryptocurrency itself. Now, as we are having a conversation about that, I came across this piece from Roth of Kahneman, and it did, in fact, help a few people see things more clearly, all right, with regard to what is actually taking place. The reason for this is that earlier, while I was reading the comments, I saw that several people had stated that this is an excellent approach to genuinely look at things. Therefore, at first look, it appears like adding USDC to the XRP Ledger would be detrimental to ROUSD, at the very least. Furthermore, it is the support of BNY, but taken together, these two factors make it clear that Ripple intends to use the XRP Ledger as the foundation for regulated digital money. It's been a busy month for sure. Over the course of at least 1 or 2 years, we have been discussing this topic on the channel with the intention of addressing it. In this context, Ripple is not attempting to answer the question, oh, how can we take over the stable coin market? Where do we stand in comparison to Circle? Where do we stand in comparison to Circle? Where do we stand in comparison to Tether? See, this is exactly what has been taking place, isn't it? It reminds me of the summer of 2024 when Brad Garlinghouse announced that the government is going to come after Tether. It's kind of like being transported back in time. Following that, the CEO of Tether walked over to X and said, oh, we have, a CEO that is caught up in a legal battle talking about how the government is going to go after him. It was essentially the CEO of Tether who misunderstood the situation and believed that Ripple was attempting to compete with other cryptocurrencies. Now, this is the question. The Internet of Value is the only objective that Ripple has in mind. When it comes to value, stable coins are becoming the value internet. Tokenized fiat currencies are currently present on the blockchain in a significant manner, accounting for more than 1.1% of the total supply of M2 worldwide. I just wanted to briefly stop the video to let you guys know that right now is the greatest moment to lock in and hop into the free Discord server. If you guys are interested in gaining even more exclusive access, you may join the VIP section for a monthly fee of $99.99. I am aware that this appears to be an extraordinarily costly proposition. Having access to my updates is not the only benefit you will receive. In addition to this, you will have access to updates for tokenizers, as well as a comprehensive team of individuals that are available to assist you at any stage of the cycle. There is a great deal of information contained inside it, including access to my portfolio, access to trade updates, chart updates, weekly market breakdowns, mid-week market breakdowns, and a great deal more. Now, what exactly are you people holding out for? Join the free Discord server that is located down below. In addition, if you guys are interested in gaining access to those unique updates, you are more than welcome to sign up for the premium area as well. That being said, let's get back to the video, shall we? With the XRP Ledger and XRP, their objective has always been to make XRP the bridge currency for all CBDCs. This has been their constant ambition. Also, in this particular scenario, it may be stablecoins. There is no doubt that this is taking place. Additionally, the debut of USDC on the XRP Ledger serves as a form of confirmation of this event. This also serves as confirmation that with all of the extra stable coins that have launched on the XRP Ledger, which is now anywhere between 6 and 7. On top of this, the news about BNY Mellon was, without a doubt, a tremendous deal, right? They were chosen to take on the role of the principal reserve custodian for Ripple's enterprise-grade stablecoin, which is known as RO Dollar. They made a united commitment to opening the road for the adoption of digital assets at an institutional scale, and they are working together to assist bridge the gap between the ecosystems of traditional banking and cryptocurrencies. The fact that a company with a brand like BNY would announce anything like this is a little bit strange. Simply said, this demonstrates how crypto is becoming increasingly interwoven with regular forms of financing as well. On the other hand, let us not lose sight of the primary concept here. Because of this revelation, we are likely to see a torrent of institutional players tapping into Us.D as well. This is something that we are about to experience. The fact that Anderson did mention the notification made by BNY demonstrates that he made a valid argument about this occurrence. To paraphrase what Bob Way said, remember that nobody wants to be first, but everyone wants to be second. This is something that we have all experienced. The domino effect is about to take place. Yes, I do concur with this statement. There is no doubt in my mind that BNY has just opened a massive bag of worms and is going to have a significant impact on XRP and the XRPL in addition to Us.D. In the near future, we will see a great number of major participants taking advantage of Us.D, which will help to strengthen it. In response to those individuals who are whining about the fact that Us.D is mostly based on Ethereum, I did create a post earlier today discussing this topic. Not a problem. I responded by saying, it was right now. To reiterate what I mentioned earlier, many individuals maintain that Us.D is of little use for XRP because the majority of the supply is located on Ethereum. Everyone is overlooking the most important fact, which is that Ethereum is now the most popular network for stablecoins and decentralized finance. Despite the fact that most people prefer to deny it, this will ultimately alter. As soon as demand reaches a substantial level, Ethereum's inefficiencies will begin to become quite widespread. As we have already seen, JP Morgan has already made the transition from Ethereum to Base with JPMD. Onyx was first operating on private Ethereum technology, but now they are transitioning to public chains, and guess what? It is not Ethereum at all. Since tokenization, institutional decentralized finance, and stablecoin use cases are increasing at an ever-increasing rate, things will ultimately change. However, the demand is too high for networks that are experiencing limitations in their scalability. A number of other stable currencies, in addition to USDC and ROUSD, should be entered into the supplementary P ledger. Is this where the Federal Reserve comes in? To begin, the introduction of ISO 2002 on the Fedwire Fund service is scheduled to take place in 2 days, or technically in 24 hours. This is a really bullish observation because you should keep in mind what ISO 2002 does. It enables new technology to be utilized more effectively. DLT, stable currency, and blockchain are all included in this. I am quite excited about this at precisely the same moment that the Federal Reserve is providing us with some type of glimpse into what they have for the future. Here we are truly dealing with subjective points of view. In a recent statement, Governor Waller of the Federal Reserve expressed his desire for a level playing field. Additionally, he added that the payments business is the one that is undergoing the most rapid evolution and is causing the most disruption. In order to encourage competition and payments, stablecoins will force banks to compete with one another.